And now, your ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Nick Morganelli.
Good afternoon. Pleasure to be with you today. Taking you to Exeter, Rhode Island, Yawgoo Valley ski area. Looks like they made a little snow last night just to add to the base so that when the natural snow comes, it has something to stick to right away and it actually builds it up a little bit. They'll be looking pretty good after this storm. We will all get some snow here in the order of 6 inches or so, and give or take a couple. It depends where you are. You're in the higher terrain, you may get a little more. So if you're in western part of the counties of Rhode Island, in western Kent, Washington, and Providence counties, you might get about 8 inches of snow, but if you head east, you might get about 4 or 5. But we're just under 6 inches for the whole season out of the 37 that we should be getting here. So we're going to add quite a bit to that number. And it's an active pattern this week on our headlines. Snow tonight and Tuesday. Tuesday, I think the snow lasts all day. But in the afternoon, it really has a hard time accumulating because the temperatures will rise above freezing. There might be some raindrops mixed in, especially southeastern Mass and the Cape, especially there. And then storm number 2 is Thursday, and that's wet, not white. That's a rain situation. Storm number 3 is Friday evening and Saturday morning. I think another plowable snow is in the forecast here, and a mix is possible with that one as well. So that may be a real heavy, wet, pasty snow, and then mixing with some ice, maybe some rain mixed in too. It's just too early to tell on that one just yet. But winter weather advisory for Southeast Mass, Rhode Island, Connecticut, all of western and central Massachusetts under the winter storm warning, and those begin tonight at 7 o'clock. Gale warning offshore starts 3 o'clock in the morning. That's because the storm that is going to be moving in at us, that is going to intensify offshore and really become a powerful ocean storm. So the winds are really going to pick up offshore tomorrow, and that's why they have that gale warning starting early in the morning. Look at the spin here. You see it? Watch this, how it ramps up right in there. Matter of fact, there's some red boxes right in here. Let's zoom in. In Illinois and Indiana, we have severe weather, and these are tornado warnings right now out there from that line. So this storm has a lot of power in it. It has a lot of energy if it's creating tornado warnings, a lot of lift in the atmosphere. And that energy will be transferred to the coast and will help form this coastal storm. So here comes the primary storm, high pressure giving us the nice day. That's moving away, and it's actually in a position to keep us in the cold air because it's off to the north of us. So here comes the low, and notice I've got 2 lows here because the primary storm goes north. The energy from that spin gets transferred to the shoreline, and here's the storm now. Whereas the primary low kind of weakens and falls apart, still there's a connection here. And we draw that connection by this black dashed line. This is a trough of low pressure. It's just like a little gully in the atmosphere, right? So this is a running board for moisture, and that's why we have kind of this line of moisture going from the low all the way up into the Quebec province of Canada. Once that line moves north and east of us, then the precipitation shuts off. So here's 5 o'clock. I think right after that, the precipitation will shut off tomorrow. High pressure, actually, a little cell of high pressure builds in and gives us some sunshine for Wednesday. Wednesday is a good cleanup day. And then here comes the next storm, mild air underneath the warm front. So let's go through it here. We'll show you mid-30s by tomorrow afternoon. Maybe a little mix here on the south coast with the little raindrops. But for the most part, this is a winter event. It's all snow. And here's 9 o'clock tomorrow night. It's cloudy, but then it clears out for temperatures in the upper 20s on your Wednesday morning. So 28, snow begins 8 to 11 o'clock. Tomorrow, 34, moderate snow in the morning, lighter snow in the afternoon, not really accumulating too much in the afternoon because of the higher temperatures. 4 to 6 inches in general across the entire area. A little bit more in the hills to the west, a little bit less as you head towards Cape Cod. And here's the 7-day forecast showing the sunshine for Wednesday, Thursday rain, Friday, that's the next storm to watch because that could be a lot like this one, maybe even worse. We'll have to wait and see.